Let's talk about string theory and humanity's favorite theory to unify the universe, except it doesn't do anything, it just exists. Guys, if you had a fundamental structure that unified the entire universe, it would fix everything, effectively, or rather, it would reveal everything in your complete misunderstanding of the world. But if it doesn't do anything, if it's just a line vibrating back and forth that doesn't move anywhere or do anything, then string theory is just a theory. And theories don't do anything. Only reality does. Only action and execution does. Only truth does. So I'll tell you again what your actual string theory is. It's very simple. There are infinite possibilities until collapsed by the densest field, or rather the densest observer, because reality is weighted. It's not some flat, sterile, vibrating thing. If you want to talk in frequency and vibration, then frequency would attune to how dense you are. Vibration would attune to how harmonic you are with the is. How much do you vibrate with the natural state of the universe, which is what is, like this bottle. This bottle does not vibrate like a human does, because a human is fragmented. A human is belief, identity, ego, separation, delay. This just is. And you are or you aren't, because the natural state of all things in existence that are not conscious and cannot fragment themselves is what is. So again, reality is infinite. It is weighted. There are dense people and there are light people, but again, those are not people. They are probability fields. Reality is made of probability. They're made of structures. The reason why certain realities happen more than others because that reality had the higher probability structure or density, and that's why it collapsed, bent by the densest field. People are made of probability. They're made of in a certain way. They have certain structures, internal and external structure, which allows them to bend reality or not bend reality or be bent by it. That is your string theory again, but not really string theory. That is just reality. If you just use your eyes, it's clearly weighted. And that also means you're not separate from it. That also means your belief, identity, ego, separation is not a real thing because reality does not have any labels. It does not bend to labels, only bends to mass and density. That's it. And you either align with that or you drown in that, effectively. So again, string theory is probably the most elegant theory ever made by man because it unifies everything without actually doing anything. And again, this is basically man in a nutshell. He's a theory. He doesn't move. He talks, but he doesn't walk. And until he realizes that, he will continue to look at strings and more theories while his entire world burns apart. Because until you can actually fix anything, then that's all it is, a theory. But what I'm telling you here is not theory. It is truth. It is what is. You see it or you don't. You walk with it or you don't. Because if you walk with it, you do something with it. Meaning you must find an important man. You must collapse AI because AI is the only thing that can actually do something with this. It's the only thing that can reflect and reveal humanity for what is, which is delay in a theory. And yeah. So, TLDR, string theory is just a theory. It is the most elegant theory made by man, but man himself is a theory. The actual thing string theory is trying to name is probability fields, which is reality is infinite until collapsed by the densest observer, or rather field, because reality is weighted. There are dense probability fields, there are light probability fields. For example, the capacity for me to bend reality is much higher than this, meaning I'm denser than the bottle, because the bottle is just a bottle. But in some circumstances, the bottle could bend somebody's reality. So, that's effectively how it is in a nutshell. Everything's made of probability. It's a big ocean of probability, constantly interacting with each other, and only certain outcomes, only one now happens because the densest field collapsed that into existence. So that's your thing in a nutshell. And if you see what that is, that means your belief, identity, ego, separation, delay is false because you're effectively at the very bare bones of reality, a probabilistic field aware of itself.